Okay, I'm here. I'm here now. Everybody settle down. Everybody settle down. Me come watch Arena. Yeah, you watch Arena. Oh, and I think that's it. That's on. Redbeard's headphones are in. Metatastic Alex, good to see you guys. Can't wait to face the DK card the Dreads gets to play all the time. Yeah, right. See that? I got the best card for the best class. Is he still playing Battlegrounds? How does Battlegrounds go today? Alright, we got to get to work. Redbeard is here. Twitch. Chat. Oh, he only played a few games. Was he playing WoW today?
Valera versus Malfurion.
I must protect.
Finally, it is Redbeard time. We get a mid-run bat. I think we might have one. I think there's one going on from the last run. So we'll have to finish that one first. And then it will be betting time, my friend. Let me get this closed. Let me get deck tracker up. Hearthstone deck tracker. I was watching some insanely lucky arena streamer before. I love that XD, the world famous Battlegrounds player XD, like he already fits in so well just by picking on Dreads. He becomes a beloved member of the arena community as a result. Poor Dreads. You know, he thought he was getting into the streaming business so that he could, like, you know, he'd have, like, he would be really famous, he'd be really cool, and he'd have, like, a ton of friends, and the arena community just picks on him. He played the card that everyone dies to. Remember I lost to that one yesterday at the start of my stream and at the end? But Dreads was the one who had it. Which shitty 3-drop do I want to play? I'm not sure. It's really hard to choose. He's the balloon champ, and no one will take that from him. He is the balloon champ. You call him the balloon champ, but I call him the buffoon champ. Wow, these stink. Those are spells? I'm gonna throw this in. I can go in here. I don't want him to hero power it or anything. But he was only the balloon champ of North America. He got beaten when he went over to Europe. He got beaten bad by Giuseppe. Right, what am I doing with my turn? Play this. Play that. I think I do this because I don't really have much of a real turn. 6. Could get deadly shot. Just one deadly shot's okay. 2 is better. So 5 mana to kill 2 of those. Let's just push 4 face and keep 3 health on my Henge clan. That's a pretty good deal. That's EU, that's normal, I know. But he's from Canada. He didn't really represent America. He also cheated. He hit the ball down in at TwitchCon NA. You're only allowed to hit it up. And he swung his hand like this, and he tried to make a claim that the ball went up when he clearly spiked it down. So it was kind of an illegitimate win anyway. To me, he's the baloney champ. Yeah, and I ain't talking about the tasty kind. You know what I'm talking about, Charles? I ain't talking about that tasty baloney. There's randomly competing in that balloon thing still boggles my mind. You know, I've mentioned this. You may not have heard. They asked me to participate. So for the one at TwitchCon, they were looking for like streamers to do it or whatever. And I was like, oh no, I don't want. I was like, oh no, I don't want to do that. And they're like, why not? I'm like, because I'm old and I'm gonna break a hip or something. And they're like, oh, come on, you should do it. I was like, no, absolutely not. I am old, and I'm not going there to go wrestle any 22-year-old kids playing Balloon Champ. Had I known Dredz was in it, I would have easily defeated him. And then anyway, I was talking to Dredz on the side. I'm like, oh yeah, I turned down this weird balloon thing. He's like, oh really? I'm in it. I'm doing it. Like, what?
Just
And simultaneously, I wouldn't have really wanted to go to Barcelona. I don't think there was like a prize or anything, or I don't know. It was like you just go and they like just give you a ticket to there or something. But I was like, that doesn't sound like a good deal to me. 4, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 17. He's at 22. I need 5. I need 3. I need 5. 8, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. I could get a Jade Shuriken.
get off of me! Get off of me!
I'll do it like this. Did he practice for it? I don't think so. Charles, it's good to see you. We got Lil Johnny. Got the deck tracker up. Mini set is coming out on Tuesday. Yeah, I'm pretty stoked. Hearthstone, Hearthstone. Show me the new cards. We'll do a, I'll put up a video on YouTube when they release them all, talking about them.
Did that just...
Return to Next Ramus, right? Where are the cards? How much we got?
Get off of
Or
me!
silenced me?
Get off of me!
Not cool, bro. Yeah, I don't know. There's a Syndragosa Colossal card. That's nice. Red predicted shortly after the expensive Tavern Brawl. Yeah, it's pretty cyclical at this point. They do a heroic Tavern Brawl, people waste their gold, then they release a mini set, and then they have to spend money on the mini set instead of gold. Just a nice little scam they got going. What the fuck just happened? Okay, good news. We didn't lose the first game of the night. We finished yesterday's deck at 5-2 after losing to 2 Maragars. So I figured we would start here.
Valera versus Jaina.
You asked for it. Watch your back.
Close this. Click that. Electricity. Thank you for the prime. Electricity. They want to do this, I guess. I can take destroy a minion and hopefully summon a minion. Yeah. Because then you could just summon a 3-drop next turn and keep your coin and kill whatever comes out here. Good evening, Mr. Crimson Chin. Crimson Chin.
Things you never knew you wanted.
Yeah, that sounds about that's me, Crimson Chin. It's not super relevant. Take that. Yeah, it's still probably okay. Hope you're doing well, man. Is it summon a dead minion or is it any minion? When will you slurp more? I need a reason to go to bed. What does slurp more mean? What does that mean? Let's swarm him. Could just replay it. Oh, that's unfortunate. At least I can kill it, but this is a high value minion. Still probably better. It's large. Juicy.
Arcane energy amplified.
Thank you, Juice. I'm sorry, I have these doubled. Give me one moment. It's very important that we hit the correct thing. Why do I have double? Is that gameplay? Just disregard that. I don't know why that doubles. What's up, Broody? And thank you, Juicy. Keep me moving forward even when the times are rough. My butthole, I would be full of shit. You gotta love your butthole. That's true. You know, I am not sure. Getting this guy off the board could be nice. If I end up with another potion belt and I get like some deadly shot type cards, I don't want to have to take a 50-50 again. Two of them. Could draw cards. It's pretty shit. I guess I'll just play this. Protato. Thank you, Protato, for the follow.
An incredible discovery.
Incredible discovery. Not every joke can land. No, I like that joke. I got it. I like that. I didn't cackle like a fiend. What the hell is going on? Got a pyroblast or what? Oh, he must have a pyroblast, huh? Okay. He can't pyroblast me yet, can he? Or maybe he's got the burn and a fireball? Nothing I can do about it right now. So. New neutral mini set Beast just dropped. Let's take a look at it. Oh, that's funny. I did look. I must admit, I did look.
You look very familiar.
Fortunately, I can't stop pyro here. This is only enemy minions. I need some help still. It doesn't help. I think we're just dead. So we can hit. I still can't. Can I ever just kill him? Assassinate an O2, 1621. Oh, you're right. That is just lethal. Huh? Should I try some Hearthstone or should I play a walking simulator? I've been enjoying, there's a new mini set coming out soon. So that'll be cool. And, I played a game of Battlegrounds today. I got first place with Ysera, and I got, 6th or something with Toki. I didn't buy a ghoul when I was facing George. I should have bought a ghoul. Even though I had a couple of divine shields, I was like...
Watch.
And then I looked, and it was too late, and I was playing against George. But then I did another one. I got first place with Ysera. It was cool. I had double Caligos. Don't recommend it. George and Ysera. What are these heroes? No, I was Toki, and then I was Ysera. I fought against George, though. Isn't Toki okay? Well, my 4-drops... The 4-drops I got were, Necrolite and the 2/6 that gives taunt. So I went 3-on-3 and then rolled. I bought 2-on-3, and then I rolled and I got that. And then I think I rolled again. I sort of stabilized. Then I got my 5-drops were Myrmidon, and I think I bought another 5-drop, but it wasn't great. Toki always gives the 2/6. Yeah. I was talking to people in Dreads' chat, and they're like, "Oh, just do that and then get Rendell and win the game." I was like, "Oh, okay, that sounds easy." I got a 4-mana 3/3 and a 4-mana 2/6. Luckily, I had Arm in the shop, so I just didn't buy the 3/3. And I bought Arm. I at least like didn't take too much damage, but then my 5 stunk too. Myrmidon Trash. Well, that's what I got. That's what they gave me. I didn't really have a choice. Maybe I did, but... It's great. Great.
A real stinker.
What's your I'm at like 2.2 or something. I've really only played a handful of games. I think I still get 300. I mean, I'm sure I still get 300 for a win. I've only played a couple. I'm not like in love with this Battlegrounds meta. I feel like there's too many heroes, and there's too many heroes that suck. And I've been playing a lot of Marvel Snap when I'm not streaming. Not a lot. Like, I don't play a ton of games, right? Like, instead of playing one,
Not shady.
instead of playing one, Battlegrounds game or something, I'll play like, 20 minutes of Marvel Snap. Thank you, Yappy, for the 30 months. And let me pay out the last bet. This is for the last one. We did make it to 7 to 9. Give the big payout to the most players. Let us draft our first deck of the night. Have you tried streaming Snap? Yeah, a bit. I've actually got a Snap YouTube, and I know I said I was gonna get a video out yesterday, and when I didn't, I said I would get a video out today, but I did spend time. I spent some time setting up the video. So I think for real, after today's stream, I'm gonna put it up, the first video on the Snap YouTube. So if anybody could do me a favor and just subscribe, if you have any interest in Snap, even better, but if you just wanna help me out on YouTube, subscribe to the Snap YouTube, and then I can change my handle if I get to 100 subscribers. Should end up doing the YouTube live stream? No, but I think I'm gonna play Snap though. If we do it, I think we play Snap. When we do it. Alright, we could take Druid and probably win, or we can take Mage and maybe have fun.
Magic will prevail.
Let's nab an Arcane Bolt. Boy, they really want me to dance on a mailbox. If I get there's no reason. I guess I'll just take it. Sea Giant's quite good sometimes. Bone Flinger's okay. I think I'll just take Sea Giant. I like Fireball. I do not like Volcanic Potion. I know people kind of like this card. I do not think it's good. Just subbed. Hey, thanks, man. Yeah, for sure there's gonna actually be, but it's like I'm not just uploading VODs. I'm gonna try to make some. Maybe we'll put some gameplay with specific decks, but I'm gonna try to make some content too, just like kind of talking about the game. I think it's kind of fun. I'm actually kind of getting motivated to do that for Hearthstone, which we were kind of talking about off and on for a long time as well too. Like maybe put up a draft guide, maybe put up like a, you know, could make like a top 10, you know, something or other. I don't know, put up like a review of the mini set like right away, talking about the mini set. This is all poo. I'm gonna take Ancient and not hope to ever see it. Armor is good though. They're kind of junk. These are all junk. These are junk. These don't make me want to play Hearthstone. Top 10 hottest Nagas. Number 7, Keening Banshee. Wait, how's that not a Naga? Oh, okay, maybe it's not a Naga. Okay, we'll take a Gorilla Bot. I do like both of these quite well, but let's take Bone Mare here. These are all junk. These are relative junk. You guessed it, junk. Junk. These are both pretty okay. Take a First Flame, I guess. Really don't want a second counter spell. I guess I take a duplicate. Maybe we get a lot of secret support. Looks like a retire. I sincerely doubt we'll be playing this one. We'll probably have to get about 8 legendaries, and they'll all have to be good in the last 9 picks now. What up, Cooper? What's up, Boogie? This card's fun. Let's just imagine a world where we do play this deck. We want to have some fun. 0 Vex, girl. Honestly, with 2 fireballs, Mad Scientist is pretty good. We might play this now. We have a curve and 2 fireballs. Why suffer? Why suffer so early in the stream? Thank you, Team America, for sharing the gift sub from King Charles. Love that guy. Both those guys. You done eating carrots? I haven't had any carrots. I ate some pasta with chicken and some garlic bread. I kind of cheated a little bit today, and I'll eat a handful of carrots still, and some salad, I think. Our last rogue deck was really good and really fun. The warrior deck is probably going to be better more consistently, but they're pretty boring too. Let's just try to build a fun rogue deck. Okay, we're about 31 picks in a row without a relevant card. Time might be over soon though, I'm hoping. I think Jade Shuriken's overrated, even by myself. It looks cool, it feels nice, but I think Tomb Pillager is actually quite good. So let's take that one. Run a Peasant, sure. There's a 40k gold gone, spend it all. All up and vanish like a fart in the wind. Oh my god, Tomb Pillager is OP in Battlegrounds. Is that guy still around? Is that scientist guy still around? I've never played him and I don't really see him too much on other people's streams. I guess I'm supposed to take Zombie Chow. Trash Queen, what's up? Okay, Zombie Chow's fine. We'll take a Librarian, I guess. Don't want any of these. Get some class cards, maybe. Get some cards, powerful cards would be good. As of yet, so far today, we haven't really seen many of those things. Alright, let's take a Tar Creeper. Geist is good. I don't think Lotus Agents is all that good, but it's fun, and Fairy Dragon's not very good either. Same with Panda. It's better than Lotus Agents, but at least kind of fun, right? Let's take the Undead. We have a couple of cheap Undead already. Keep an eye out for like a oh, I have an Elemental, I'm so dumb. We already have one for Sandbinder. I don't think one Deadly Poison is that bad, although I don't particularly like that card. These are all shit. This Ysera card is pretty good. I saw Dreads play with it a lot. I think he had 2 of them the other day and got 2 wins. These are shit. These are like Omega shit. I guess we take a new bar and hope that it doesn't screw us for once. I actually think Naga Corsair is not that bad in Rogue. It's not a great card or anything, but Probably more playable. Let's take Blink Box because that is supposed to be fun. We'll take a Backstab. All shit here. I guess we could take the 5-mana shitter. It's good if you get some combo cards. Imagine a world where you got a few combo cards. A Geist, Rigel, an Ambusher. Okay, the sketchy information may be the worst sketchy information has ever been, and it's usually bad. I guess we're running Walnut Sprite. I'll run a Shadow Blade. This is a Omega Stinker too. Just throwing that out there. Bone Baron is broken. Yeah, look, these Bone Baron was broken. I saw that on the first couple of days. It just makes triples, right? Like you just keep getting triples and gold. I don't want to look at these cards. So, let's run one Assassinate. Now, this deck minus Ysera, certainly unplayable trash. Have no twos. Oh god. Just don't understand why Rogue gets all these neutral, like, shit tier cards. I guess our Mage deck got the same thing. Alright, we'll play it. We could have had so many coins. We could have had so many coins that we wouldn't have even had any cards to cast. You sure are cards? Hey, Tuesday mini set coming out. Arena, I'm assuming, praying to God is rotating because this is this is a tough. This has been another tough one. And while they don't have a particularly good track record of making enjoyable metas the last 6 or 8 months, I can at least pretend for a day or two. So much garbage in these old sets, yeah. They're going to Standard Arena, or at least Matt promised us 6 months ago that we'd go to Standard Arena. And it wouldn't load up our decks full of 3-mana 1/4s and 4-mana 0/9s with taunt and shit like that. So, pretty sure they confirmed it would be standard sets in. Well, Blizzard confirming something is only half the battle. Confirming it and executing it effectively is seem to be two entirely different things. For all we know, they're gonna remove class cards, or they're gonna only make it reintroduce Malignant and put it in 80% of decks. Like, who knows? Who knows? We've had some copious amounts of mistakes. And look, I'm all for being optimistic and hopeful on their behalf. They've just set up a precedent, a track record, a long, consistent track record of messing things up and making things that aren't super appealing. The fact that they're giving DK a something location leans towards going to standard rotation. Well, I don't think that those mini set decisions have almost anything to do with Arena. I think it's more of just like a... The only reason we're thinking that is because they said it explicitly like a couple months ago. I managed to acquire every card you recommended except Squirrel Girl. Had to bench Captain America. I'm making a video about that deck. Our talk yesterday made me set it all up. Look, so you want a sneak peek? Look at this. Hopefully I don't... Look. And then I go over here. I go over here. Some Photoshop skills. Sneak peek in it, man. It's pretty much almost done. I'm kind of excited. I want a dagger. I guess I have to. Who taught the man how to use a computer? Tasney was helping me. I watched some YouTube videos and I googled some stuff. Yeah, Bishop and Angela, you're set for a while? Yeah. You did great. Well, I haven't done it yet, but I'm doing okay. If I can say so myself. Next, he's gonna be streaming himself doing pivot tables in Excel. What's a pivot table? But yeah, I'll probably be doing that. If anybody's gonna be doing it, it's gonna be me.
These are due back tomorrow.
You finished setting it up? I did. I gotta see, actually, that's something I was gonna check. Did Marvel Snap give me access to anything? They don't even email me back. I don't understand. They just won't even email me back. It's incredibly disrespectful.
No, you can't roll need.
I guess I'll clean this up.
What's the rub?
You get the ball in Excel, you can move 1 foot freely, but the other one is your pivot table. What ball? What button? Yeah, I guess I should learn how to use Excel too.
They will break upon the sand.
Shut the frick up. Interesting. You could have used that to just shoot something. That probably would have been better.
Surely that was unintentional.
Mistakes were made.
Behold the might
Here
of
we
Storm
go.
Wind.
No, you can't roll need.
Weird order? Yeah, I mean, sometimes you get you baited. Maybe he thought it would just go off because it was gold in his hand, right? It's unfortunate.
Reporting for duty.
Here we go.
That's all that shit.
Confidential.
No, you can't roll need.
Okay, okay.
Reporting for duty.
GG. Yeah, it looks like it. It dropped like a
I protect.
Malark this turn. Maybe you can live, but
This is your moment.
it doesn't look like they would have been able to win. They changed Ysera a bit, yeah. So old Ysera gave you 1 at the end of the turn. Now you get all 5 instantaneously. This card's not really beatable in Arena. 90, I mean, it has like a played win rate of like 75%. It's like the second highest or maybe third highest like win rate card behind maybe Asalor and Marigar. But I think there are times clearly where it's better than either. Not often, but sometimes. And they changed the cards you get from Ysera a bit. So Dream, I think, used to cost 2. Maybe not, but Dream costs 1 now. Nightmare, I think, used to cost 1 and gave +5/+5, and now it's 0 and gives +4/+4.
Back.
Ysera Awakens costs 3, but doesn't hit face. Yeah, it used to cost 2 and hit both players' face, I think. Wasn't Dream free? Dream was 0? Oh, did they up its cost? Okay, never mind. I changed my mind. Did I keep Ysera? Let's just keep Ysera. And then Laughing Sister's 2 mana now? Was it? I think it used to be 3. And then the Dragon's a 4 mana 7/6. Is that what it always was? I feel like it was always that. But you get them all. So what Ysera allows you to do is, like, your opponent plays 1 large minion, you just throw it back for 1 mana. They go wide, you just awakens them. You have lethal, you just nightmare them. And if the game somehow is still going on for a few turns, then you get to drop an overstated, undercosted 2-drop that's immune from targeting effects, and a 4 mana 7/6. Like, it's very easy. You just go like Ysera Awakens, put 10 power on the board, you know, and you just sort of win.
Here we go.
Was it 7/4? Oh, was it? Yeah, it's been so long now that it's been this Ysera that I don't even quite remember. You recall if Marigar was considered strong back when DK had more common ways to spend corpses? Oh yeah. Yeah, it's been like the best or amongst the best cards since it's come out.
Here we go.
We kept the Ysera, so it kind of makes sense that we're stalling a bit here. We also drew a Morg and a Sprint. We only have a couple cards over 4 mana in our deck, and only a couple over, 5, so bit unlucky to draw a few of them here.
Streets are not safe.
Well, I could Sprint. I can Assassinate trade. I think I am just gonna do that. Because I get the 4-2. If I Sprint and double trade and take 2, go down to 25. It puts me down to 21. I could just draw like a play for next turn.
From Kazakis.
I just draw like a Tomb Pillager or a Lotus Agents or something. Probably. Feels like a duplicate. It could be a... I'm just gonna take the time to draw now. I didn't really want to play this because if he gets a mount at some point, I'm gonna want access to the silence quite badly, I think. Sorry, moving my butt. Was that an undead that I killed off? It was. Could have kept it and
Side effects?
potentially shot something.
Trust me.
Let's stash that away.
Unfortunately, my cards don't really do anything here. If I play this and he has a death, I sort of just lose. But I guess if I play that next turn and he does that, I sort of just lose. I play something like just this and this, and it's a lot less susceptible to just getting death than losing. If you were younger, do you think you'd be carrying around a vape pen? No, I don't think so. Problem here is I can silence one, but not the other. I need to silence them both. I don't think so. I didn't really smoke when I was a kid. I didn't really like smoking marijuana cigarettes either. Darn. Even if I silence it, I can't kill it. I'm kind of screwed here, I think. A lightning storm. The nature, these don't count, I don't think. I'm just gonna take the lightning storm. I'm gonna see what he does as well. I do want to thin my hand out. I mean, I can take one hit maybe. If he plays a Battle Master, you sort of just die, which I think is more of a testament to Battle Master's poor design than this being the wrong play. Forest Guide. Now there's a piece of shit arena card, yeah. Hopefully he's not trading. I'm under the impression that he will be trading. Okay.
Inside voices, please.
Fortunately, I can't kill that, and now I won't be able to get Sarah. I mean, it's tough to beat one invincible. Going second, it's tough. Almost impossible to beat two. Looking for a good Marvel Snap YouTube channel. Anybody know one? I mean, there's a bunch of great ones. I don't know if you're asking for mine, which is going to be adequate soon, I think. But Collins has a great YouTube channel. Dexter. Who else is putting out some good stuff? There's probably a bunch of them. Gallon came through my store and I got his battle tag. Hey, cool. I always wonder if Gallon's like excited no matter what I do. Oh my god, why in God's name is he doing that? That's such a bad play. Alright, well I'll take it. Oh, I can't Ysera. I thought I could Ysera this turn. I mean, it doesn't change the fact that his plays are bad, but it also... Oh, I'm just screwed then. I thought I could Ysera this turn.
I don't have enough mana.
Collins has some good videos, yeah. Collins, Dexter. There's somebody named Jeff Hoogland who used to play... I think he used to play Magic, mostly on stream, but I think he's doing Marvel Snap.
I'm not red. Thank you.
All we needed was access to one more mana this game. The entirety of the game has felt like we've needed one more mana. Don't you ping the 12-3 with 1-1 so you can't heal and trade? No, I need to keep the 1-1 in case I can Nightmare it. He doesn't clear everything. I figured he's trading into anyway. It doesn't provide you any value. The only value is the chance that he might make a mistake. And they've made many mistakes this game. They just went first and had an invincible. Players like this are the ones you actually have a much better chance at beating when they have a broken start. He should have killed us 3 turns ago, so. Doesn't really do me any good. I'm playing this, I'm getting 4 of them. Do I need to coin anything? Kind of don't, right? What do I get? I get the dragon. Maybe it's better to just give up the dragon and have the coin. Red, you have decisions to make. Yeah, I know, I'm thinking about him. It's actually kind of a hard turn. We're giving up the dragon.
Here we go.
So that we can maybe go like Morg, coin, Awakens, or Awakens, coin, Morg, I mean. I need spell power for Ysera? Maybe, yeah. I'm thinking more about needing the coin to get Morg down. Oh, that's so good that he did that in the wrong order. Again. Yeah, we can. Do I have a backstab? I've already used my backstab. He still has 100 cards. And actually, kind of the way this played out, I think I'd rather have the dragon than the coin, but here we are. My Awakens. I can Awakens and play that and keep this. I have to take 7, but I don't have to lose my minion. There's some intrinsic value there.
Here we go.
Maybe it's best to trade this now and just play that. Or I can coin out of 4. I mean, this is bigger than my 4 drop here. I should trade that too.
Another happy guildie.
I'm eating beef parmy. Oh, yum. I have half of 10 different snap decks, but I can only build 2. I've been playing a pretty solid discard list with that new card. Where are these cards coming from? Cabal Courier and Devour Mind. Okay. I play this and he can't kill it. Might be my best chance to get that down. Yeah, I bought the battle pass, so I have that 5 mana, 5/8 that discards your hand. Morbius, that, Colleen. Swarm. Scourge, right? Seems fair.
Stay up a
Shadow
bit,
Step is not appropriate. Any Dracula? I just opened Dracula like 2 days ago, right after. Well, I didn't open Dracula. Someone else opened Dracula. No, I swear to God, I was just gonna play this so I can get my draw on the last turn. I could. Stupid game. Unless I don't have any cards that can create any semblance of value at this point.
So, what's the rub?
The Panda and Blink Fox, like that's it. It doesn't do me too much good to get the coin out, but why not, right? Yeah, Dracula's good, but the most important things I think for that deck are Morbius Swarm, the 5 mana Moderic, what's his name, Modrock or something?
I have things you never knew you wanted.
Yeah, Dracula's kind of important too. You'll probably open him on your next collection box. Modak? Yeah, is that his name? Modak? You have your favorite card, Walnut Sprite. You say that because you know I hate Walnut Sprite, right? Is that accurate?
Must move quickly.
It's so cute though. It looks like a goddamn meatball.
Behold the might
Here
of
we
Storm
go.
Wind.
Do I have a Battle Master? No Battle Master in this deck. Come do a voice redemption for Walnut Sprite. You know, they're on a minimum short-term hiatus while I recover from a winter bug.
Me not shady.
Okay, we tried.
I give up.
Unfortunately, Ysera was not enough. This deck was pretty broken. But it happens. Me learning that Light Bomb is affected by spell power, and this appears your opponent is learning this too. So yeah, they did not play it well, but going first and playing an Invincible can carry you. Playing 3 Invincibles and having another in your deck can cover up for some questionable plays. They tried to throw, yeah. It should have killed us about 9 turns earlier. Most players, I think, would have been able to figure out that they could have killed us. That's, I think, part of one of the many problems of Hearthstone is like sometimes like the games are just predetermined, or they're like it's a foregone conclusion. Like you have the choice to play it out, but you can't affect the outcome, or you can just concede. So either way, you're sort of like incentivized to not even play the game at times. But when you have cards as singularly powerful as Ysera or Invincible or, you know, Marogar, it's like it takes the what's the word? I don't know. It prevents you from having any impact on the game. I mean, the light it burns is also affected by spell power. Yeah, that card's affected by spell power. Yeah. Scale out of it. Yeah, what's the word though? Takes the
Talk about a nice
agency. It takes the agency out of it for one player typically.
symptoms will be severe.
You have no agency in a lot of the games. Like in a card game, that's gonna happen a lot. Magic, it happens too. You hit too many lands or not enough lands, or your opponent drafts a planeswalker or something, or whatever. Your opponent's playing mono red and you're playing like a control deck and they can just get out under. Like you kind of want some level of that. I think Hearthstone has way too much of
These are due back tomorrow.
that feeling of like I'm not doing anything ever. Had a player play Carnage on Bar Sinister. Gets filled with copies of a card. They must have been miffed when they ended up with a 4-power shitter. Wait, shouldn't it... Shouldn't they grow and then eat the next one? So at least should make like a singular 8-power minion? Am I crazy? I just have the worst cards. I don't know why I didn't keep the Sarah.
Here we go.
The final card destroys 1 for 4 power. Oh, right, because 1 eats 1, and then 1 eats another, and then 1 eats the last one. What's the card? Like, if you have 3 minions... And then when you play a card there, it summons a copy somewhere else, or it goes back to your hand. When they go back to your hand, it'll be like an 8-power Carnage in your hand, right? You know what I'm talking about? Any of this is making sense?
Here we go.
My 4 copies of Blue Marvel was better. I don't know how that works. Yeah. It'll when they throw back to your hand, they'll keep the buffs. Snap talk equals you're speaking Chinese. Sorry, we'll keep the snap talk to a minimum, and then when we're streaming Marvel Snap, we'll keep it going. I think there are ways to design powerful cards. It can sometimes be singular carry cards, but still have some form of strategic counterplay. A lot of people hate it hang plank diver, but provide a lot of room in the game plan around whether to drop on 5 or win. Bait removal, you set up taunts, hide it behind. On the other side, you kept initiative to not get rolled by it. Yeah, there's definitely better ways to do it than the way they typically do it. That's for sure. Although I would put Gangplank a lot closer to the horrifically designed category than particularly well designed. Cards like Rin, Yogg-Saron, like the Priest, Quest, like cards that offer very little counterplay, at least take time and have inefficient steps to get to this unanswerable board state. And I think those cards are so much better designs than here's an overstatted 5-drop that is immune and has rush and can't be targeted. It's like, yeah, there are times you can beat it, but that still doesn't change that the card but in and of itself is just designed very poorly, I think. Now, they made a lot of really poorly designed dormant cards, so maybe they have a different, mentality, clearly, different desire. But I think cards that prevent either player from doing anything are lazy. I think they're just very lazy.
I have things you never knew you
I don't want any of this. I'm gonna just take a Shadow Step, and I have no idea what I'm brewing back. Something. Why do they make arena bombs like Night Captain Gangplank War to have 0 application for constructed? Yeah, that's a really good question. I've been adamant for a long time that designing for limited, it makes much more sense, because 92% of the cards won't see any play in constructed, whereas the vast majority of them will all see play in limited. So why not design them for a game mode that is actually going to utilize them? And then, lo and behold, perhaps you might actually motivate people to play that mode that you put a small amount of effort into in terms of design philosophy. But hey, it only worked for Magic for 25 years. Why would Hearthstone bother with it, right? But if anything, if you wanted to make those horrifically designed cards, just make them rare, just make them epic. But they don't want people to open packs and get a Knight Captain as their epic, because it I imagine the thought process, it would de-incentivize people from buying packs. But the epic you open isn't going to be a card you play anyway, because only a small portion of cards even see play. So you're just opening a equivalently shit epic. Why not just make the Knight Captain an epic? Just be done with it, right? Anyway, that's my first of many rants, as I'm sure, we all know.
will be
Those has history of printing very useless epic cards. True. I want to hold that. If I bump and play this, I just lose this.
careful.
If I dagger, I float 1 billion mana.
Here we go.
And I can make a 5-cost weapon, then re-dagger. If I pick up a 3, maybe I can do this. We'll see. There was a time when this game was simpler, and simpler was better. It's more of a chess match. Yeah, yes and no. I do think it's like, it was better when it was new and fresh, and you had more simplistic cards. And as you make more cards, you have to make cards that are more powerful. Otherwise, it gets boring, and people won't buy new cards. So some of that is sort of unavoidable, like you can't really go back to that, and going back to it now is actually, in my opinion, quite boring. Going back and playing with some of those sets was not fun recently in Arena. But there's a difference between, you know, a Rin or a, I don't know, like a arch-villain Rafam or whatever. I'd have to look at some of the legendary type cards. There's a difference between those things and, like, you know, the locations that can kind of just win the game on turn 3, the mage one or the priest one. It's different than like the rogue one that can just summon like a 12/12 stealth, you know. Cards like that would have never seen the light of day when Hearthstone first came out. And not that clearly they would make a card that powerful, but they wouldn't make a card that could do something like that, that could end the game in standard on turn, you know, turn 3. Consistently. Like, that's a pretty consistent play you can make.
Here we go.
My blade.
So what's the rub?
Who the hell's in charge around here? Wonder what happened to Juicy. They do whatever they want with rarity. If they put in the effort to preset the offering rates for cards, they will never do that though. Yeah, that's fair. I think the cool thing about Hearthstone was hero powers. I think they dropped the ball on keeping the core set active for so long. It's prevented new metas from farming. I think they dropped the ball on not having new hero powers or new heroes or something fresh. Well, we just got a new hero and a new hero power like 2 months ago, right? And the core set rotates every year, and the basic and classic cards were the core set. So I think the core set was a great change. It rotates at all every year, whereas the basic and classic cards never rotated. Plus they buffed them, so a lot of them are much more relevant, particularly for Arena. A lot of really good changes there. I think I would disagree on those points. I would disagree with those specific points. Now, if you want a core set that rotates twice a year, ultimately you're just getting into like new expansions at that point. I think card games are healthier for having a core set that new players can kind of like learn the basics, get access to some free cards. Some of them are still relevant, like you can still print powerful cards in a core set. I think for Arena, having things like Ysera in for 2 years is bad, because Ysera is a poorly designed card from the start. So to have that card not rotate out or change in any way is really frustrating for Arena players. I think he's smarter than you, and everybody else is so pretentious about that. So true, Poet. No. And look, I just said I disagree. I didn't say his opinion was stupid or anything. I don't think it is. Poet. But we did just get a new hero with a new hero power. And they've made a lot of cards that have, you know, some expansions have been centered around, you know, improving your hero power, or like Mage has been incentivized to use their hero power for a whole archetype for an entire rotation.
No one matches my power.
Watch your back.
Did you bin the Mage deck? No, that one went 12. When the decks are as strong as that Mage deck, they just fly. They go so fast.
Job's done.
The pleasure is mine.
Oh, it's replying to me. Oh, okay. That's why I very rarely bother to read those messages. I do think we were talking about it yesterday. I think a cool concept for some potential cards would be cards that got value if you used your hero power this turn. I think that'd be an interesting mechanic. Or perhaps if you hadn't used your hero power, so you could get like a little incremental buff one way or another. I think that'd be kind of cool. Or like, I actually really like the cards that are like, if you've used your hero power, you know, X amount of times, if you've dealt X amount of damage with your hero power. I think for the most part, those are pretty cool.
Thank you.
Now you don't want to make something like Reckless Apprentice, I think it's called, which can deal like 40 damage for 4 mana with your hero power and things like that, but design-wise, I think those type of cards are cool. It might be neat to have a card that forces your opponent to hero power next turn. Yeah, that'd be cool. Yeah. Go to buy the mini set for 10,000 gold? No. No. I'm gonna run out of gold playing Arena these days. I'm gonna be broke, I'm gonna die.
Drink the power.
I'm not ready.
How about giving your opponent a curse that they can only discard by using their hero power? I'm down. I like the cards that give your opponent curse cards. I used to draft Curse Warlock. There's actually one, I'm sure, on YouTube somewhere where I took the 1 mana shuffle curses into your opponent's deck or something. I don't know, I love that card. Redbeard has a history of enjoying the cards that shuffle irrelevant, trivial shit into somebody's deck. Curse of Agony, yeah. Yeah. An arena meta where you got potentially access to 3 or 4 of those a run would be cool. Or a card that could copy, you know, one of those, or like a 1 mana 1/2 that added one of those to your hand to cast. Things like that would be really cool. Shuffling junk into their deck prevents Arena. It prevents Dragon Queen Alexstrasza. I actually thought Bad Luck Albatross was one of the better designed cards at the time of a set release. They did ban that one, or they nerfed it or whatever, so that it became poorly designed and understated and overcosted, but you know, Albatross was a good design. We're going to introduce these really overtly powerful broken cards that everyone's going to run, and a reasonable counter for them that isn't very powerful, but is reasonable to run. And then people ran it, and then they're like, oh, well, we're going to nerf it then. It's just a testament to the poor design.
Behold the might of Stormwind!
When you make something and it does its purpose, and your reaction is to prevent that from being a possibility anymore. It shows a disconnect with the player experience, for sure. I piloted Albatross Priest when it was a thing, and I got many hate messages from people. Yeah. Made me furious playing pure Paladin. It was too strong. No, a deck having a counter doesn't mean the card's too strong. It means that there's an actual counterplay to a broken archetype or a broken card. Makes me laugh that Street Sweeper was a great counter for the 1/2s. Spawned by Necromancer and 8/8 until they buffed them to 1/3, so the counter they printed in their set is now shit, yeah. Yeah, that's another good one. That is fair. What spells do I have? Sprint? Sprint doesn't really help me, huh? Dagger. Dagger doesn't help me. Nothing helps me. Media Sarah. Even priest cards got removed or something right after Witchwood. Play any other modes? in Hearthstone, I like Battlegrounds. I think Battlegrounds is a lot closer to Arena than Constructed is. In terms of like, the best part of Arena is drafting the deck. And then you play the games and yeah, you want to win and you hope they do well and all this, but the best part is drafting the deck, which is why this meta is so horrible, because most of your decks are unplayable trash. You know that, 12 picks in. This is why the dual class Arena meta was horrible, because you finished your draft and you had 27 neutrals and your class cards were like one flame cannon or whatever. And it didn't interest me at all. It wasn't exciting and it wasn't interesting to watch or play. Battlegrounds, you're sort of drafting your comp every turn, right? And then the game plays out, it auto battles, you position and whatnot. You try to put the odds in your favor the best you can. Very similar to Hearthstone Arena that way, where you're not auto battling and you do get to make decisions, but a lot of the times they don't end up mattering. You're just giving yourself the best chance to win, the greatest sample size, right? A large sample size of games. Whereas Constructed, you're playing the same deck over and over and over. If you have access to all the cards or none of the cards, you're either playing your one deck you can build and that's it, or you can play any deck you want, but you're just playing the same cards and you're playing against the same opponent's cards over and over. I hate that. I'm gonna play this. I know you can hero power it. Demon Hunter, Death Knight has a better hero power than most. And it stops him from playing a 2-drop at least, right? Yeah, and that's not to say Constructed can't be fun, or like I haven't enjoyed some aspects of it over the years. It's just, it's hard for me to sit and play 8 hours of Constructed because I don't want to do the same thing for 8 hours. And yeah, you can make an argument, something, I'm sort of doing that now, but I could go draft a warrior deck and get a different warrior deck than I've had this entire meta with the next draft, potentially, right? Like duels when I played Hearthstone. It also had some major balance needs that never got put in place. Yeah, I really think that there's a misguided notion that like things have to be perfectly balanced, or like things need to be balanced all the time. Because what we've got now is a more balanced meta that's not fun. So it's like there needs to be some kind of balance between, I mean, maybe that's the wrong word to use. Like you need to be able to value fun and have some semblance of a balance. So like 65% win rate Death Knight and like 30% win rate Warrior, like that's, nobody's ever gonna play it, and that, but now you just have, not much of a semblance of balance, but it's not fun to draft Death Knight, so
Here we go.
most of the classes aren't fun to draft at all. You haven't really gained much by do I do this? Go down to 5, up to 9. Maybe I get a concoctor. I'm kind of just hoping to get Ysera. I feel like our deck just has to have Ysera if it wants any chance to win. And we haven't had Ysera the last few games, so we've been getting dumped on.
All's well.
Didalo. What is up, Didalo? I couldn't pick my class in duels. I like at least that level of control. Wait, can't you pick your class? You got an option of 4 classes or something? This is gonna bite us in the ass, but maybe he just kills it here. You have option of 6 heroes now? Yeah, I think not guaranteeing a pick is good, so that you get some sort of forced diversity, some forced variance in the buttons. So that in and of itself is a form of balancing that'll prevent like any one player from playing the same deck over and over again, or everyone from playing the same class. But when there is one singular class that eclipses everything so substantially, then that's where there's an issue.
Ready to fight for a better future?
Inside voices, please.
What's the rub?
I think it was 3. Why not just allow all the classes all the time? If you allowed all the classes all the time, then everyone would just pick the best class all the time, and then no one would ever take anything else.
Witch.
And then you're really just playing constructed again. I actually like having a limited pool of heroes to choose from. Ideally, you're not. You can incentivize people to play multiple classes. So you do need some level of balance for sure in order to do that. Like nobody's gonna play warrior when it's a 30% win rate class, when Death Knight's a 65% win rate class. Night Rainbow.
Another happy guilty.
Also, hey Taze, how's the Genshin? I actually lurked a couple of Genshin streams. I haven't played much. I was playing for a while, but you really gotta keep up with that, right? For me as a player, if I wanted to try a new Paladin build, I was thinking of I'd have to roll 5 duels and play out classes I didn't want. Yeah, that's fair. To mitigate that somewhat, they did have the free option, right? So that's kind of cool. Like that does allow you to do that if you want. What they should let you do is retire it before you play it in the free runs. I think that would be a fair fair compromise. It's great to be back. I've been lurking a few times and I missed so much Redbeardian entertainment. Don't worry, I wasn't entertaining at all while you were gone, but now I'm here to unveil my new entertainment philosophy. Centered around my new breakdancing skills. I ran that shit like a maniac. It's like 10 minutes a day after you beat the game. It's great to be back. Hey, you know, that's an accomplishment. Something you can put on your resume. Genshin Mac Daddy. Never understood how they left some classes so lopsided. If warrior is 30%, buff some warrior cards and watch the game be more fun. You know, I am inclined to agree with that mentality. I think the hardest aspect for arena in comparison to duels or standard is you're using standard's pool set of cards or wild, and the cards were not made for arena. Duels at least has like cards that are specifically made for it, so I'm not reading it. So like you could change a duels card, you could buff it, make it twice as strong or make it half as strong, and it's only affecting duels. If you buff a card in arena the way they've currently constructed it, it's like, oh, this card's, you know, we got to make it like a 5/5. It's not, nobody plays it in arena. Well, then it might start getting run in standard. Ideally, I think you.
So many options.
Time may pass, but the dream is
Ideally, you would have made some arena-only cards or designed the sets around a limited format arena. I think that's what they wanted from duels, and I think duels just wasn't as successful as they were hoping. Well, wasn't anywhere near as successful as they were hoping. Meister T, what is up? And thank you, KBB. And who else was in there? Night Rainbow? My god, those are some big names. Some big names down the Cracker Factory. Okay, I've got 800 cards. I could have another corpse explosion, but I'm just gonna thin my hand a bit here. Maybe get a, I don't know what. Pickpocket? Sure. I can't use the corpses, but hopefully someday they make the corpse mechanic, or they mentioned they were planning on doing it. Good morning, Redbeard. Hey, what is up, B Bart? How are you, Mr. Lee Bart? You're the first person I visited after reinstalling Windows. I swapped out my motherboard and ran into some issues, like not being able to install Hearthstone or view system info. Oh my god. You got that all sorted out? I'm scared. I would just buy a new computer and I'd be out. Hopefully he's trading. I think that's the right play. Maybe you have an Alex Strauza or something, I don't know. How much do I have? 4, 5, 9, 10, 11, 15. Not enough, right? Assassins.
I'm game.
Here we go.
I noticed you're here, Night Rainbow. I know, right? Night Rainbow's here. And Taze, it's good that you're back. Are you still going to be playing Genshin a bunch, or have you jumped off the Genshin train? I liked it. It was fun. I don't think it's impossible that I will play a little Genshin again. I liked it. Wiggins feels like the play to blow up our own board, or to blow up his board. Maybe I could have. I'm stoked we got 4 wins. We have a pile of shite plus Ysera. Like artichokes? I'm not gonna answer that. I will not fall for that one. There was so much to do. I had to work on the usual Redbeard times. Paid off. We had some great results, and I will start a new position that will give me more time to hang out here. Hell yeah, that's great news. That is great news for some of us, mostly me and everyone in the community, because they get to interact with kind-hearted, wonderful Night Rainbow. That's my opinion.
The pleasure is mine.
I don't know if you saw Night Rainbow, but we started a YouTube Snap, Marvel Snap YouTube channel. And tomorrow we're gonna put up our first video. So if you have any interest in Marvel Snap, you can check that out. I'm gonna play some. I went further in 2 months than anybody should. I'm getting the characters I need to improve. My Abyss Clear Times is gacha based. Sounds great. Yeah, it does.
Symptoms will be severe.
Oh, this is not the start I want. Oh, I'm gonna turn this heater off. It is, in my opinion, not that cold out, but I know some people like it cold. It was pretty nice to take out. Oh, God. It's still pretty warm outside, I think. Even. Maybe? Maybe?
Settle the shit.
Wait, I can't kill them. They should have just played that. Kinda thought I had a weapon equipped. Didn't I? Oh, he broke it. You're really working the shaft of that plug there. Yeah, I don't know. It's a dangerous spot. I feel like things don't really work well there. I feel like I'm gonna get electrocuted one day. So be it, I said. I hereby sub to the Snap YouTube. Okay, cool, man. Thanks. That's neat. 22 subscribers with 0 videos. That's cool. I'm trying to get to 100 and then 100 million. Or maybe like 6. Double trades. We assassinate. I guess I can play this instead of assassinate. Oh, can even drop these instead of daggering.
Neither snow, nor rain, nor witch. Move.
Hey, Uncle Al. What's up, man?
Gadgets and Gazette always gets the scoop.
Will you buy your mods a round of ice cream sandwiches when you reach 100 million subs? Yeah. I'll even let you guys get the ones with the mint chocolate chip ice cream in there.
Balance in all things.
Cause you've been good. I want to save 4 HP. I think what I'd rather do is just use the dagger. I take 4, but I can get a 1/1 dagger. And then I can always shoot something bigger and take less than, you know, maybe I throw it into a 5/1 or a 6/1. I end up saving more health that way. Potentially. That's all I'm saying. Potential. That was awesome. I'll tell all my friends at the Cracker Factory to sub another time. Yeah. They gotta sub if they want the rub. I guess by doing that, I have a much worse deadly poison here. Or do I?
I want to cast a spell.
Or do I?
Here we go.
I'm gonna do it like this. You can get 2 swings with a buff deadly. I like it when you shoot the big stuff. Ew. So I can't kill that. I can if I flame strike. Take 5 or a Ysera and get a better flame strike. But how many cards? I'm burning the dragon again. An undead book? No.
I wonder.
This isn't really helping my Ysera problem. Do you think it lives from the card draw? I'm not sure if it checks death before the combo. It kills it before you draw the card. You draw the card after the spell resolves, and the card dies after the spell resolves.
Here we go. Already at
What I don't want is for him to have like a battle master. Then he can actually push like, I don't know, 16 damage or something, maybe more. Something around there. 15, 16 maybe. Pushes 5, 10, 15, 18.
Strictly.
If I knew this was his play, I would have tried to do this. But as it is, I do not have a way to get out of this, I don't think.
Time may pass, but
I could nightmare this one, I guess. Right, he's gonna have to go through it anyway. Maybe I just sit. I don't know. It's hard to beat a 6 mana 14/20 with taunt. Not impossible, just nearly. I really need something like the quote function in my real life. Yes, you do.
I got it.
You need that. That is wild. Very surprised that that was fine. This is a duplicate or what? There's not too much I can do about that, right? I feel if I existed, my future students would use it against me. Well, then you just fail them. They say, what did I get failed for? You say, shut up. I'm the boss, you're just a kid. So tell me how many converted? 3? PJ's beloved crow. The Egg Master. Let's play this. Let's do this.
every nightmare must
I'll do that. Does me think Ysera cards are so relevant now? Well, they buffed them all. Pretty much. They're almost all better, and none of them would be that good if you only got one per turn. That sure seems to have gone poorly for me. Is he still just dead? I guess Dream apparently was a bit of a nerd. That's enough to kill him.
Every nightmare must end.
I think that turn where they just left the Tar Creeper up was a hard throw. We're holding Awaken. They might not know what cards Ysera adds, maybe. I'd be surprised if someone's playing Arena that doesn't know, but they left it up, which just let their board die to Awakens. You might as well have just traded, and then you could have pushed damage, or you could have made another trade, right? You stopped playing a year ago? Yeah, they buffed the Ysera cards have been buffed for almost 2 years now. I believe we're coming up on 2 years in like a month or so. But they probably weren't super relevant in Standard, but they've been a menace in Arena for a while now. I only play Slay now. I've never played any Slay. I think I would enjoy it. I love Monster Train. I've been noticing Jorbs playing Monster Train the last few nights. It's pretty cool. Okay, I am going to just get up real quick and stretch my legs.
Valera versus Rexar.
Let the hunt begin.
Watch your back.
Alright, let's see. Don't want that. Guess I'll keep that. I want to play Slave and never get around. Well, you can play it now, can't you? Right now. Current state of nerfs after DK settle in? After the nerfs or DK? I think it's still one of the best classes, if not the best. I speculate it's like one of the better classes to go like 4 wins with, but maybe not infinite super consistently. I think people are probably retiring bad arena decks more these days because you just don't really have anything to spend your gold on. So I think people are playing the better. I think based off of all the drafts I do, I just see like crap after crap draft. I get 3 drop. I think it's still good, but I think if you're trying to go infinite. I think Hunter, maybe Druid might be more consistent actually. What classes are you enjoying currently? Not power-wise, but fun-wise? I think Rogue, when you actually get a good deck, is very, very fun. We just can't seem to consistently get a good Rogue deck, or we so inconsistently get a bad Rogue deck, maybe is the way to phrase that. This deck has Ysera, otherwise we would have had 2 wins, you know? I think Shaman was really fun for like a couple of weeks, and now my Shaman decks all suck, but I think Shaman has a lot of fun cards. Same for Mage, but we just drafted a Mage deck that had, 4 class cards in it. And most of the cards, 90 cards. We probably got offered 70 cards from Noxramas and Witchwood. Trade, shoot. Play the 3. I think I'm down for that. We're just not killing him that quickly though. I think I want to use this for more value. So yeah, I would say Jade, Rogue, Priest, Mage, which are typically the classes I enjoy the most, so maybe they're not even like I think those are my favorite classes in general. I'm a rogue enjoyer. It'd be fun if you got stashed Colossal Henge Clan. Yeah,
Here we go.
it could be. I wholeheartedly agree with that. I like Shaman with Jade stuff, me too, and I've just stopped getting, I probably haven't had 6 total Jade cards in my last like 10 Jade decks, but we drafted probably like a week or two, we got like 4 or 5 Jade cards offered in every draft, it felt like, and then maybe a few more in some, and I think that's so much more enjoyable, and the decks didn't even all do that well. It's just fun to draft when you have cool class cards and cool synergies. Doesn't really matter if the deck goes 4 and 3. If your next deck you can expect to be good, you know, reasonably good and fun, then you just move on and you go to the next one. Here it's like, right now you have to draft a deck, it's bad, you retire it, you draft a deck, it's bad, you get tired of retiring it, you play it, you go 3 and 3. You draft another deck, it's bad, you retire it, you draft another deck, it's finally good, and you lose to a Marigar. And you're like, okay, well, that sucks. That's unenjoyable. I feel like that's where the majority of my frustration with the current state of Arena is like, I'm just never finishing a draft and thinking like, wow, this is going to be exciting to play.
I spy with my little eye.
But yeah, there are fun cards out there. There certainly are.
In the best shape of my life.
Unfortunately, Sarah's not as powerful as either of these 2 cards in this spot.
Spotted.
Okay. Alright, let's play this one out. Because, well, why wouldn't we? That Arena OTK YouTube short was lit. I don't think I've even watched it. Dude, we have 23 Marvel Snap subscribers. This is incredible. New video. First video coming today. I've put in actually probably, I don't want to admit this, but probably several hours worth of work. Not a ton of like hard work, but several hours worth of work so far. I mean, I'm learning some of the basics too. You have to keep that in mind. You have to. If they disconnect this turn, it will be nice to kill the traveling merchant. It's not having my shit set up thing is a pain. Yeah, that's a pain. Arena OTK. Oh yeah, yeah, that was a cool one. I actually remember that one. I don't know who it reads like a Charles message. I love your lunch pail attitude you bring to the game. So many Arena players, Team America and Zeddy, that's who they wrote, would be pimping this and emoting constantly, but you're the consummate professional, a real Ty Cobb type, and high motor gym rat. The game needs more Redbeard. Yeah, true. Ty Cobb gym rat. I'm often described that one. I plan on doing more shorts. They're shorter and easier for me to watch. Not that you have to do them for me. We're going to be putting up Marvel Snap shorts, but yeah, I think once I learn how to do the shorts myself, then I can do a little more, maybe a little bit of minimal editing. I'm not really sure what type of short content like would make sense. But yeah, I'm going to try to. I really feel like I've been motivated to kind of make like content for YouTube lately. All night for the last, like every week, every day for the last week. I've passed DK and taken these because I'm like, oh, I like them, they're more fun. And I draft them and they're absolute dog shit, and then I just lose to every DK. So maybe I'll draft it and get a good deck. I saw Dread's first pick Marigar today, so means I should get one. I should get two actually. Let's try it. I have no idea if the shorts are good for you overall. I think so. I think they're actually a very wise investment of time and energy. I sometimes end the stream, I just sit there scrolling through shorts, and then half an hour later you're like, what the hell? And I'll go back like I'm like, oh, let me find that one short I watched. I'll scroll. I'm like, well, how did I watch like 800 shorts in half an hour? How did I do this? Why did I do this? It's like, oh yeah, that's right. It was the Tong Championships, the twerking world championships. I'm just kidding. I'm just making that up. But you know, it's always like, wow, this is stupid stuff. Seen shorts from mid-sized creators getting tens of thousands of views. Yeah. They don't really generate any revenue, but I mean, maybe one day. But also, they just kind of direct people to your channels too. Also, maybe you just make something you like and other people like it too. That's fun too, right? Watching 800 shorts would have required a massive mall back in the day. I don't want any of this. Actually, that's not true. These are both fine. The problem is there's almost never a way to spend the corpses anymore. And I feel like my Death Knight decks that struggle the most can't draw enough cards. They don't get Acolyte of Death, and they just never draw any cards. So maybe that's better. I'll run a Death Strike here. The other cards are bad. Really don't want a double Frost for Death Chiller. Dancing Sword's pretty bad. I guess I'm running a Geist, although I'm not a Geist man myself. I think Sidekick is okay. Clergy is, it's playable. Your voice is peaceful. Hey, thanks, Bieber. Could run a Zombie Chow. They're supposed to be good. I never really enjoy them, but... Okay, an infinite amount of 1/1s, 1-drops, sure. I'll take the Dark Transformation here. I think that's okay. A bunch of hooey. We need 2s, I suppose. Some more hooey. I think Rhyme Sculptor's really good, and I think these are just okay. We have copies of each of them already. Rhyme Sculptor's better though. We'll take some pseudo card draw. Take that guy, and I guess the Fisherman. These are junk. I'd rather have a Peasant than a Glacial Advance. I would rather have a Merchant than anything. Glacial Advance now, I guess, is fine. We got the Acolyte of Death, which is a huge plus. Do I have any dragons? I have 1 dragon. 2 dragons. I'll just take another Glacial and Rhyme Sculptor. We could just be very aggressive, right? Which case I think Corporal, maybe Corporal going face could even be reasonable. We have a card from 10 years ago, a card from 8 years ago, and a card from 2 years ago. I guess I'll take the card from 2 years ago and assume that I've got some stuff. I have a Taunt. I know I have a Rush. And that's it. Hopefully we pick up another Taunt. Maybe a Divine Shield even would be quite premium. We'll keep a lookout for those. No Taunt, no Rush, no Quality. I think we just take Icy Touch. Obliterate's nice. Neophyte's not bad either, but I'll run the Obliterate. It's just such a powerful removal spell. And honestly, I think I want Bone Breaker over another Death Strike. This pushes some damage. I feel like it fits what we're trying to do a bit better. That being said, I think I'll pick up a second Taunt just to give myself chances, increased odds that I'm going to draw cards for this. Love to pick up a Divine Shield or another Rush card, but we'll see. Peasant. I think I'd rather take the card draw from the minion than this. It's funny, these are so similar, but one summons a 2/2 for 1 more and always draws. I mean, it doesn't always draw 2. I guess you don't get 2 on the same turn either, huh? If you are like digging for something specific, it's better to play Defrost. I'd probably run a Clergy. I don't really want an infinite amount of Icy Touches. These are all kind of junk. What does the Brewmaster get me? Nothing much. I'll just take the semi-proactive card, and I guess I'll take another Baron. What's up, Sin? How are you, man? KKDK? I mean, this is just sort of where you end up, right? All the time. Like, your deck doesn't do anything spectacular. isn't real that interesting. I keep telling myself I'm not going to draft, but I at least space them out every 4 or 5 days. I can withhold, and then I can be reminded again that it's not very fun to draft Death Knight.
Serve me in death.
Just don't see that many class cards. You just have no way to spend corpses. You have no way to discover cards. The rune system, you get so few rune cards, it almost doesn't even matter which rune cards you pick up anymore. I'm grinding my ass on a computer chair like it's nobody's business. Ew, who said that? Oh god, that was me? Well, Poet bought that cushion. More than half neutrals? Yeah, I just don't know why you wouldn't, if you were designing a limited mode like this for Hearthstone, why you wouldn't want people to draft 20, 25 class cards. Honestly, I think the game would be better if you just drafted no neutrals. Or if you had some sort of cube-like setting where you could cultivate the specific cards, you could curate the cards in the pool to be selected. Then you wouldn't have to throw in like arbitrary trash like Beach Clergy and shit like this. Honestly, I guess I'm just playing that too. I'm gonna read about the NBA trade deadline really fast. Kevin Durant, we saw that. Wait, that was a 4-team deal?
That didn't go as...
Oh, I didn't realize that. I thought it was just 2 teams. I don't want to deal with that.
Come, my pretty birds.
I want to play this. Fred, do you think McDavid will one day be the LeBron of the NHL? All-time goals leader? No. No. Ovechkin will pass Gretzky, I think, and I don't think anyone will pass Ovechkin for a while. But I can't imagine nobody will ever pass him. I think McDavid could end up very, very high on the list of all-time points leaders in an era where it seemed unlikely that people would ever be kind of even having the same, anywhere the same totals though. The Lakers got a little better. Tough loss tonight. Hung in there for a bit against Giannis. Save file, thank you for the raid and the share. Courtesy of KBB. Yeah, 8 months already. We're both gonna die soon. Hopefully not too soon, but let's be honest. It's been a while. It's been a while since I something. Dredge's favorite band? Nickelback? If he bone mares in trades, I'm gonna be annoyed. Yeah, thanks. Can we get a shout out Save File? If you guys don't know Save, be sure to check him out. Playing Arena. He's got a variety channel as well. Can't remember what he was doing. I was popped my head in there semi-recently. He was playing something I was interested in. I can't remember what it was. I don't know. You know, I bounce around Twitch a lot. Your girlfriend will be sad if you die soon, Redbeard. Unless she took a life insurance policy out on you. True, she was talking about taking a life insurance policy out rather than allowing me to do this illegal activity, selling Hearthstone Arena tips. Like Breaking Bad, remember? I think I saw that variety recommended by Twitch. Yeah, you should check it out. It's just, oh, was it Hogwarts? Yeah, it was. It was Hogwarts Legacy, yeah. Yeah, it was cool.
A real stinker.
That's right. You're absolutely goddamn right about that. So whether it be arena or variety or just a cool guy, I highly recommend Save. Most years, Save and Dreads are my 1 and 2 most watched. This last year, I feel like I've been sleeping later in the day and I catch less save file. Some days I'm waking up at like 5 or 6 p.m. and I think save's usually starting around 4 or 5. It's like kind of hard, but you know. I think I should have tried these two. Do you find a fine gassy lady in Oregon Pokemon store? I mean, that's not how I would describe any of the circumstances, no. But I've been spending some time with a kind-hearted lady lately.
You got the wrong guy,
I have. Just seem to be pokey crazy.
Hey, give me that.
That's always a good thing, I think. I mean, it's not a bad card. I just kind of feel like I need more.
A citadel stands strong.
Like, this is much better for me, right?
A citadel stands strong.
And if you don't trade it, you're just maybe never in
Welcome.
That's the #1 reason for the variety channel. So the yearly wrap-up thing says that my own #1 most watched channel, Maximum Narcissism. Yeah, you and yourself are the top 2. That's sick. I'm very happy for you, and I hope you two enjoy your time together. I can only imagine that she is miserable. You just gotta lay down with me. Well, she doesn't have to. She can choose to. Oh, and she does.
Welcome.
But thank you, Night Rainbow. And thank you, Jet Prawns, for the Twitch Prime. Thank you so much, Jet Prawn. Appreciate the Twitch Prime. I hope that doesn't kill me. Boy, that'd be a tragedy. Clippers get Eric Gordon. They traded John Wall. Okay. A lot of trades I didn't even pay attention to. Wait, they traded the Warriors traded Gary Payton. They traded for Gary Payton, and they traded James Wiseman. Hawks Sadiq, okay. 5 future 2nd round picks. What the hell? That's crazy. Okay, what we lack in quality, we make up for in quantity. We just drew a bunch of crap, right? Lacking on Twitch, watching now. All because of Redbeard's Rise of Kingdoms promo. I'm addicted to that game. You need to be running it on 2 monitors. One playing Rise of Kingdoms and one playing, Wait, big NHL trade? Oh my god, don't tell me. I did not. Ooh. But, hold on. Are we talking about Tarasenko?
I sense your strength.
Is Tarasenko still good at hockey? St. Louis acquires someone I don't know. 1st round pick.
My rule is eternal.
He's decent, but his shoulders made of glass. Yeah, well, I mean, he was great. I remember the old Kings Blues battles in the playoffs, and Tarasenko was a menace. Always scared when that guy was on the ice. Fun to watch, but yeah, I know he's been injured a lot the last few years. You see potential future advertisement partners. Redbeard does a great job promoting your product. You should offer him a lifetime supply of cheese to play your game on the stream machine. I love this Night Rainbow guy. What a guy. What a guy. Supportive. This Redbeard's back. And logical. Makes a lot of sense. We will be doing some sponsored content. I believe I committed to the 13th of February. And that will be cool. For the new Pokemon packs getting here. Well, I have some good news, I have some bad news. The good news is that there should be Pokepacks, some, on Saturday. Bad news is that kind-hearted lady probably wants to open some, so we'll probably do some off stream. Or maybe I can convince her to come on stream and open one or two. Well, she doesn't have to. I don't know. But we're gonna open some maybe off stream. But I got, you know, I used Jandis's abundant support from last night. I made a responsible decision and got a little more. I got like a couple extra. I was like, why not? I think he would have wanted that. Might actually watch a sports game if that came out. NFL Dallas Cowboys trades full team for NHL New York Rangers. Safe. You should do that. Sounds like good. Hold a master's degree in sense making from the supportive University of Germany land. Holy shit. You do? I wish you didn't top deck that particular card, man. I thought I won the game last time. But really, I am dying. I only have 3 cards left in my deck. Well, it's Variant. Oh, somebody asked what Variant does. He draws a Rush, Taunt, and Divine Shield minion from your deck if they're in there, and he gains a copy of each of those keywords for each of the one that he draws. So he'll never get Divine Shield for us because we weren't offered one in the draft. So he's an 8 mana 7/7 Rush Taunt that draws 2 cards, a Rush and a Taunt minion. Now, if you draw your Rush and your Taunt before him, then he does nothing. And I have an 8 mana 7/7. I have an 8 mana War Golem in my deck currently, so not exactly what I was, you know, hoping for.
I am low on cards. I cannot. You are prepared. I cannot reach that.
Yeah, I'm not gonna lie. I kind of thought he would. I could get him to just concede. If he Reno's here, I think we just straight up lose. Wasn't there a Warrior variant card? Yeah. So this is the second variant in the card game. The first one was a, correct me if I'm wrong, 10 mana 7/7 that drew you 3 cards, and then any minions you drew went directly onto the board. So it does feel kind of flavorful in that, like, he has similarities with the last variant, but this one's much better. That was a good card back in the day, though. During Dual Class Arena, when we were playing with just cards from like GVG, Nax, Grand Tournament, etc. He was a strong card still, I think. It was a very, very fast meta, but like if you could drop him on 10, it was pretty strong. Yeah, he was cool. It's cool art. I like when they do new iterations of old characters. I think that's fun. Just because it seems like, oh, why would they need to print a new variant? And you're like, oh wait, that card's 8 years old. It's like, oh, okay, cool. Really hasn't been around too much. Did you guys see the mini set cards? Does anybody have a link to all the mini set cards they revealed today? I'm not sure if I've seen them all, but I saw the Syndragosa and the location. So Death Knight is getting a Colossal Syndragosa and a location as well. Which is kind of cool, but also kind of weird. Correct me if I'm wrong, but aren't those rotating? Aren't the locations and the Colossals rotating?
Is someone injured?
That will rotate too, won't it? I don't really know how the standard things work sometimes. I guess maybe those will rotate as well, and then just in Wild they'll all have a location and they'll all have a Colossal. I went to Hearthstone to try to find it, but I didn't see it.
Destiny calls to you.
We're gonna do it like this. We can coin out 2. We could have used the hero power. This way I can coin Sculptor into Sculptor. Barons, Stormwind, Alterac are rotating. Sunken City Castles and Napier locations are still in. Are we talking about standard or arena? In March, sorry. I'm thinking about March. Standard. How does it work? I never know when it's happening, and I don't really know how it works.
Gifts of the arcane surge within me.
3 sets from 2 years ago will rotate. Baron, Stormwind, and Alterac. Barons, Stormwind, okay. Okay. Do I need a hero power? Maybe.
All ends with
I still want to give him a potion this turn. I don't know if it's the biggest deal, but... Standard will be Sunken City, Nathria, Wrath of the Lich King, and the new April set. Gotcha. They made the same mistake of giving the location 3 charges rather than 2. Yeah, it's 3 mana, I think. 3 durability, and you turn a friendly undead into a 4/5 rush, so it casts that card 3 times, basically. Dark Transformation. Feels lazy, if that's what it is. I think that's what I saw.
Ready to fight for
But it feels
better
lazy.
future?
Just put an existing card on the location and give it an extra charge. I think something that used corpses would have been way cooler. When will patch happen? I think Tuesday, yeah. Tuesday morning we should get the mini set, which I'm praying. I'm fairly certain, but I'm apprehensive to ever be too optimistic about anything regarding Hearthstone these days. But I'm fairly certain we are going to get an arena rotation too. It destroys, so it gives you a corpse and it triggers the death battles? Oh, okay. Okay. I guess that's different. That's kind of cool. I think something that used corpses like that. Like spend 2 corpses, summon a 2/2 or something. I don't know. Is that too good or is that too shit? I'm not sure. But that would be really cool.
The Lich King versus Uther.
But patch mini set on Tuesday. So at the very least there will be a mini set on Tuesday. But presumably an arena rotation as well. I like where the meta's at. I wish Druid had more varied deck builds. I just get too many dud decks, and that's my number one, like, most frustrating aspect of Arena, is when I can't consistently feel like I can queue up a deck that's at all interesting or fun or good. I feel like I have to roll 5 decks before I can find one good one. And relatively speaking, for someone like myself, that's fine. You can retire some decks, or you can just take a couple of bad decks to 3-3 that a bad player will probably take them to 0-3 or 1-3. Maybe you get lucky and go 4-3. But a casual player who's only doing 1 arena run a week or 2 arena runs a week, if your first 4 decks of a meta are all trash and boring, you're just not going to play anymore. You're not going to come back and draft a 5th deck or whatever. So I think you want to incentivize people to play by making sure they consistently can roll fun, good decks.
Mount up.
Let's kill. This time Variant is not the last card in the deck and might do something. Yeah, right. Problem is we just don't have a Divine Shield. The most important things to get are Rush and Divine Shield. And if you can get a 3rd card draw too, like, yeah, you know, more power to us, but... If that's ever 1-3 win decks that I play out and just roll for the next one. Hunter and DK have been my favorite to draft. Yeah, so...
There's a price on your
I think it's fine. I think some people can do that. You and I and stuff. I think for other players, they probably just don't have that option. Because you might just have 150 gold, and when you go 1-3 or 2-3, you're just stuck not playing for a day or 2. There is a lot more gold now, and there's not much to spend it on. So I think people are more inclined to retire runs, which, you know, sort of like the more that people retire, the more that everybody else has to retire to sort of compete. You don't have to, but if you want to be competitive. So maybe there's more people that can do that than I give it credit for. Like who can take just like kind of weather a couple of 1 in 3 runs. I just remember when I was playing casually before I was a streamer, and you know, when I was working at Target and such. Sorry, I kind of have to actually think here, huh? You know, I would save up gold for 3 days, and then if I got a bad run, I would get 0 gold, and I'd be like, okay, well, I'm not playing for 3 or 4 days. I wasn't playing all day, every day, or anything. I want to play this. Is that dumb? Or I can play all of my ones. Maybe I just play all of my ones. Let's see where these things go. Not there, would be ideal. I guess if I'm playing all of my ones, then I might as well just hero pile. Could hit there. You know what? Makes things like Bone Marrow Blessing way less punishing, I think. Maybe not Bone Marrow, because we'll always have a 1-2 to get the Divine Shield anyway.
Lightning strikes twice.
I want that Obliterate back, though.
The citadel stands strong.
Well, thank goodness there ain't a Paladin card that can smoke me this turn. Don't think and let the sense guide you. Look at this, Mr. Rainbow. Man, you missed so many great things.
As the witch commands.
Woe betide those who set themselves against me. For the Alliance!
Check that out. I don't know if you ever, I mean, you've been gone for a while. You ever see this? You might enjoy this. I know, I sure as heck do.
Not on my watch. Reporting for duty.
Gosh, we have to go and find some other Dreads clips. This place has got old man stink.
You like?
I've got exotic wares.
Yeah, it does. Oh, Dread. So many great sounds. Dreadfellow sure is an entertaining showman. The best part of that clip is that he was still dead. yeah, I don't know if the 50-50 mattered, right? 6, 9, 12. Oh, God. Clip manager?
Reporting for duty.
I guess I might as well draw a card.
I say resolve.
Could play that. I could kill something, I guess. I might as well even just tag another one. I don't think it really matters. Let's see. Clips I've created. Channel Dreads. Oh. Yeah, this one where he's yelling at Frisbee was very good. Oh, God. I get way too much entertainment out of this. Not that they had a great option to kill it, but leaving up the peasant feels awful against DK. Oh, for sure. I agree. I clicked this one that says Rage. What is that? I don't remember that. I made this? Yeah. I clipped another 30 seconds. This must go off a second time. I clip someone did I clip this?
Versus Scarlet.
The unholy fester.
Doesn't seem like.
Will serve me in death.
Let's keep it to. I'm watching Dread's clips.
Job's done.
Oh man. Sorry, I'm going back. I'll read Twitch chat now. Here, just let me put one more in there because the title I gave this one is already worth the price of admission. Oh god.
Good?
Okay. I swear, I'm back to playing Beloved Hearthstone. What's that unholy sound? These are just Dread's existing. Was Frisbee? Frisbee Hobbit, one of Dread's oldest and most beloved and cherished members of his community. You're tired of playing this game and it affects your chat. Can you play another game? You find it fun. It's under contract. I want you to be happy. Oh, I'm ecstatic. As long as I got my Dreads clips, my legions of fans, and my millions of dollars, I don't really have much to complain about. Or maybe never again. That's what every streamer says before disappearing into the void. True, eventually the streamer will disappear into the void, making a statement like that. I love you. I appreciate you. Definitely like you as much as a man can like another man in this Twitch chat in this great state of Oregon. This great Oregonian state.
Breathe it in.
Destiny calls to you.
You could shoot his face and then try to drop a 2 and a 3. Good. Does Oregon put limits on man love? I don't think so. Hopefully not. Most Twitch streamers are locked into playing a single game to not lose their viewers. True. That is accurate. But I like Hearthstone Arena. I'm just ready for a rotation. I've been enjoying Marble Snap too.
Persuasive.
Marble Snap also. I was looking at trades still. Any more trades? So many like 4-team trades. The Lakers received Mo Bamba. Is Mo Bamba any good? 7 feet tall and 24 years old.
Breathe it in.
Happy Friday, Mr. Beard. It's nice to listen to such a kind, calming voice after a long day. Thanks for being you. Hey, no problem, man. Wow, what a nice thing to say. Thank you so much, Pam. I saw that Westbrook deal. Okay, that one probably just goes there. That one goes face. Then we hero power. I should have done this in a different order. Didn't get punished. How cute.
What is it?
Marvel Snap put out an olive branch to you, or did your bitterness subside? My bitterness subsided because stinking Dexter and I recorded a video, so he told me I had to check it out, and it was pretty fun. But I'm actually kind of more bitter now. They did another round of sponsorships and nobody called me, and I reached out to them again just to get access to their media kit, their press kit, so I can use images, because I'm trying to make some Marvel Snap videos for a secondary YouTube. Nobody's emailed me back. Like, hey, would you like some free advertising? Just let me take your cool looking images and put them up on screen. God damn it. Been blacklisted. Only taken 100 runs, but I finally drafted an Astalor. I had like 6 Astalors in 3.5 runs. And now I didn't have any for 100 before that, and having any for 100 after. So. Rudy's riding the struggle bus, but he's working towards a better life, and he's referring to himself in the third person. Could have bought an olive branch. Mr. Red decided to be the bigger man. Yeah, I kind of did. You know? Remember, it's the bigger man here. It's the first time I've ever been called a bigger man in any anatomical description of any part of my body when compared to another man or group of men.
My duty is.
Can you make any sense of why you're left out? I don't get it. Seems you're a big part of the stream community for card games. Because the universe hates Redbeard. It's, I don't know. Yeah. Some sort of collective working against Redbeard for sure. Best I can configure. I think it's, honestly, I don't think it's me. I really don't. I think it's you guys. I think that, you know, some sponsors see you guys as too rootin', too tootin', too passionate, too full of vitriol and life and energy and pent up rage and great beauty, and you guys overwhelm them. And frankly, I wouldn't have it any other way. I'd rather have you guys than have them. Come on. The universe may hate you, but I think you're totally okay. I'll take it, man. I've been called worse. I've been called worse.
Smelly fish! Yummy fish!
It must be our fault. Mr. Red is flawless. Maybe what's for dinner? I had pasta and chicken, and I gotta remember carrots and leaves for snacks today during the stream. Okay. And then I had made some garlic bread. I go to the store and I buy like a loaf. It's not totally fresh. It's like fresh. It only lasts like a couple of days, but I cut it up and I put some butter on it and some herbs. Sometimes I put a little extra garlic on it, and then put a little Parmesan cheese. I broil it for a little while. Oh my god, it's pretty tasty. Nice texture. Sometimes I like to toast it and make it really crunchy all around. Eat it like Michelangelo from the Ninja Turtles. What's your favorite leaf? I'm partial to the baby spinach. What about you? Do you have any heartburn yet? That's a good question. I've been trying to minimize my large consumption of tomato. 0.2 into a 2 into a 3. Sure. But no, I feel okay so far. We'll see though. We'll see. Spring mix or the baby spinach. Yeah, I like the spring mix, half and half. One of them they call it a half and half. I don't know what it's half what. They're okay. Good arugula salad can hit the spot. What's your favorite type of corn? Whole. Corn whole.
All ends with death.
The other day, Dreads told us he hates the crunch from most lettuce. I was shocked. Yeah, I'm actually kind of with him. I actually have very terrible food takes. Dreads pretends like his horrible food takes are good and normal, but I'd rather just. So what I do is I just cram like 100 leaves into my mouth at one time. That's the system I've developed.
One more death can't hurt.
Half pubes. Why does corn taste so much better on the cob than when it's chopped up? Does it? I don't know. No romaine for me. I mean, I could eat some, but I don't really put like lettuce on like a burger or lettuce in my tacos. But I would rather put some like arugula or
That was careless.
baby spinach or something. I don't know. Are those the same thing?
Lend me your bones!
Grilled corn on the cob is on the Mountain Rushmore of summer treats. What else? One of those popsicles, like a red, white, and blue popsicle. You know what I like? The Super Pops? The red, orange, and yellow ones? Those are good. Thoughts about dicks? I don't think we'd be here without them. I think eggs are just good, done in any way, in any dish. What about an eggs Benedict? What about an eggs Benny? Sounds good. Have you had that before?
Did that just move?
'Cause I haven't. But I dated a lady one time. Everywhere we went, everywhere she went, she would get an eggs Benedict. McDonald's. Pizza Hut. Or been from a cafe before. Yeah, the cafes do eggs Benny. Y'all can't afford eggs. These days, we can't afford eggs. You ain't wrong.
Shall suffer.
Excuse me?
Reach that.
Breathe it in. Reach for the sky.
I want the one that keeps the attack to have the attack. I could guarantee the 2 damage here, but if I get the damage next turn, it doesn't matter. And if I get to attack twice, it's much better. I have almost no cards, so I think I may need to hit twice with some of these cards.
Scuttle the ship!
Calm down. I'm a doctor.
It's tricky. Depends what he does here. Can you blame it with all the hollandaise? I mean, I don't care what people order. Why would McDonald's have that?
All's well
Special treat
that
for you.
sun wells.
I could have gained more. I have a sneaking suspicion it won't matter, but I could have gained my life pack, I think. Completed hard-boiled eggs are great on sandwiches or just by themselves.
To the touch.
Do you work for Big Egg by any chance? Really selling us on these eggs here. Big Egg, yeah, Big Egg Corporation. Here to manipulate our diets into consuming more eggs. You know, Big Egg.
Smelly fish. Yummy fish.
You're suddenly welcome.
And the cycle of life is reborn anew. Oh!
A fine purchase.
All life must end.
Egg council creeps. Sorry. You better run egg. That's a good line. Have you tried eggs from an animal besides chicken? I'm curious what an ostrich egg tastes like. I have not. Isn't there one with a...
The Lich King versus the Lich King.
All will serve me in death. There can only be one true king.
There one where Homer's eating golf balls. Like golfing with Mr. Burns. Well, those are just a couple of alligator eggs. Hey, these aren't alligator eggs. Anyway, forget about it. Maybe I should have kept merchant. If I hit a 1, which I didn't, I would have been pretty stoked to drop a 4-5 potentially.
This can't be good.
I want him to have the opportunity to ignore this for now. Whereas if he's obligated to bump and hit, then it's not quite as good for me.
Good.
Alright, I'm actually gonna play this, take some type of hit, and then I can play this, and this on 4. giving up a little bit of HP so we can have a better turn 4. It's kind of hoping to lose one of, you would have to lose one of those,
Hey,
but
I got you, friend.
okay, this has all gone very poorly for me. There's 50 billion chickens. We've culled 0.5%. Sounds like a lot. 0.5% of 50 billion sounds like a lot. Hero power 2 and 1. Kind of slows him down a bit, maybe. Maybe. A place where you can see the current arena set rotation. Yeah, right here, right with Mr. Night Rainbow. So kindly listing all the sets. This should rotate, I believe, Tuesday morning. So you'll have Core, Naxxramas, Knights of the Frozen Throne, Witch with United Stormwind, March of the Lich King, Path of Arthas, and then those will almost all change. So we don't know definitively what the next collection of sets will be. Good trade it. I don't really know what I'm looking for, but I can't imagine I'll have much of a board for the next few turns. I don't recognize Path of Arthas. So all the Death Knight cards are in March of the Lich King and Path of Arthas. Path of Arthas has an extra 10 or 12 or 14, I don't know how many cards it is, Death Knight cards to try to get them up to closer to the amount of cards in the other classes for standard. So it felt like they were all part of one set, but they're actually in their own mini set that released at the same time that only has Death Knight cards. Sort of like Demon Hunter has like a Demon Hunter Initiate set or something. And I think it's kind of like a core set almost for Death Knight. I think Malignant Horror is in there, I think. I think this info should also be in the game, or at least on the website. It is on the website somewhere. You can go into the collection manager and sort by arena sets. Or like sort by arena. It'll tell you what cards are in arena. But no argument here that it's implemented quite poorly. And would be better if you could find things more readily accessible in the client. But as a result, people just have to come to Redbeard's channel and ask, and thank goodness we've set it up. Thank you, Milkman. Yeah, so it will tell you... It doesn't tell you what sets though, huh? But you can sort and see all the cards that are in, which is almost as helpful, or equivalently as helpful, depending. But boy, looking, just scrolling through it real fast, there's a lot of shit. I just don't want to play with freaking Lion's Frenzy and Proving Grounds and Witching Hour. I don't want to play with those things. Soon we won't have to. HS Blind. Thank you, HS Blind, for your follow. I hope you're enjoying the show. We do have a Hearthstone Arena related YouTube as well. Some real sick, deviant people enjoy checking out, so you can maybe check that out too if you want. What do you think about a breakfast pizza? Probably alright. I don't really like breakfast much, but it's probably okay, no? Put a little bit of onion on it, put a little cheese on it or something. YouTube, Marvel Snap. We gotta get the Marvel Snap to just 100 subscribers, okay? So everybody just go subscribe to that. Figure, why the hell not?
Ready to fight for a better future prevails.
Am I just dead? Should I have 5, 6, 7? I guess I'm not technically dead yet. Oh, I can play this too, Nito. Turn it down for that. As long as I'm not dead, we can drop the taunt next turn and maybe be in a better position here. I think I'm gonna do some chores I've been avoiding while Red goes the distance. Put some bacon and some potatoes on a pizza, it might be okay. 25 subs now? Heck yeah, dirty. I have actually, here's a sneak peek, okay? Now keep in mind, I don't have any video editing skills, so I've just been, oh fuck, that's 2 more? Is that lethal? Oh, that's exactly lethal. I have, just getting started, but, you know. Gotta, you know, I'm gonna show them. I'm gonna talk about them. New video live on stream. This is like it's incredible. I'm excited. I just don't know what I'm gonna say yet, and I haven't made a thumbnail yet, but doing that, setting all that up for somebody who doesn't have video editing skills, it was very difficult. But it's an investment in the future because, one, I learned some things about OBS, and I learned some things about Photoshop again today. I know more now. We're excited, yeah. It's coming out soon, man. There's a lot of buzz going on about this. Electric cosplay win. Good question. Hopefully soon. And hopefully not by me. Things are going to get easier and faster the more you do it. Yeah. Yeah. Sorry, what, We're planning to replace the free labor squad? No, I'm just doing the snap one. I don't know if Refugeek has the time or desire to help with that. But when I told him I was starting it, he didn't say, like, let me do it. So I was like, oh, maybe he's been on a lot of vacations. I don't think that the YouTube channel takes up too much of his time. But he has a job, he has been traveling, and he does the YouTube, so it might be kind of unfair to ask him to help even more. Plus, what I was saying, Night Rainbow, I don't know if you were here, what I'm trying to do is make some more like YouTube exclusive content, not just uploading the VODs, but I want to do that for Hearthstone as well. So I think this is kind of, it's helping to motivate me to do it. Learning a little, like, I can open up Photoshop now, and I can actually, like, I can, you know, edit some text files, I can add some layers, I can add some images and combine them and stuff, like, that's stuff I couldn't really do 2 or 3 days ago. I also, learned how to do some different things in OBS, like, have a slideshow of images showing instead of just, like, changing images. We already have exclusive content on the fans only. True. That stuff is highly lucrative. Yeah, you wouldn't have believed it, but sex sells. Sex does indeed sell. Red is working on his OnlyFans site. Are you infinite? This month? No, it just reset. But I feel like the first couple of months, I made it to infinite really easily. And while I haven't like sat down and really grinded, I think you have to grind a lot more, and it's a lot more difficult the further you progress, which is kind of good, but the most fun I have with the game is unlocking the cards. Like sitting around and playing for 4 or 5 hours at a time isn't super appealing to me. I like to do my daily quests, I like to open my boxes, and then I like to put the game down. You can carve out a niche on YouTube by creating shorts for Hearthstone Arena, really wacky turns and moments. Yeah, we put out a short for Redbeard OTKing somebody in Arena the other day. You should check it out. Want to see some OBS stuff? Okay, the next time I need to add images, I'll add we'll add like a Dreads image slideshow. That'd be great. I love how it feels so bad to make this trade, and you always have this like moment where you can tell people are just kind of sitting there like, can I not trade? Oh no, I better trade. You can just feel it. I feel like every Druid game, you're either dead already, or you reach this point where Now we could still lose, but like where you kind of can't lose unless they unending swarm. You just kind of have to sit here and hope they don't have an unending swarm. Otherwise, you're in like the exact same position you were in. He's played 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 twos. It's not that many, I guess. Should I kill that thing? Yeah, probably. And I guess I would much rather this get hit. We're increasing the odds that a minion gets hit, but also increasing the odds that our 6-drop lives. I guess I could have held this too. But if he's just hero powering, then we're gonna be able to free kill whatever he plays with Varian too, so he's gonna take a bit of damage. We're gonna spend all of our mana. Ideally, we're gonna be drawing 2 cards next turn. Yeah.
It ain't much, but it's honest work.
Not bad. I'll give you that. I suppose if we top deck the 1 in 17 and hit our I guess we have 2 draws. If we hit our Silver Moon, we won't be able to have a rush on here. I guess we'd have to play the Silver Moon. Not an Icy Touch. Nah, let's just do this.
Woe betide those who set themselves against the Alliance.
And then next turn we can go 5, 3, 1 potentially if we want to shoot something. Fart Panther is Redbeard's nickname at the Swingers Club. Fart Panther? Yeah. Yep. Night Rainbow's been away working on the biography of Redbeard. Only speaking facts. On that note.
Say hello to my little friend.
Hello. What the? Get out of here. Oh, it's because I clicked the thing, huh? I'm disconnected. Okay. I forgot if you click the board, if you click the Hearthstone screen, you disconnect. Kill me. No, we're bringing it back, don't worry. It's got stuck in no man's land. You clicked the thing, I did. Oh, we almost missed our turn. Okay, I'm making a tweet. Can somebody go to my Twitter right now? I'm making a non-going live tweet. Exclusive tweet content.
A dark deed to defy death. The more you struggle, the better.
Okay, what am I doing? These aren't undead, are they? Let's play this one. So it's a P content. Where's Tasney? Oh, yeah, I don't know. Like, somewhere. Goes fine. I can kill one and get another 2/2 right now. I guess I'll just do that. I'll also play this and try to
Reach for the skies.
reduce them. Okay, everybody go like my tweet and share it, okay? We have to put Dexter out of business. I ended his Hearthstone streaming career. Now I need to end his Marvel Snap career. Already signed up for that. As he owns the secret cam in Red's bathroom that Red doesn't know about. Well, now I know about it. Is it in the toilet looking up so that... It's over for Dexter. Whatever you say, Mr. Beard. Man, you guys are really kind.
Ready to
Draw a
fight
lot of
for a better
cards.
future? Hope
Draw one card.
One more.
Honestly, I'll draw one card. It's probably fine. Somehow I won a game without drawing Khazar or Blue Marvel. The universe is a strange place. Hey, you're doing great. But you've already mastered the Khazar Blue Marvel deck. You're not gonna need to watch Redbeard's video talking about the best Pool 1 deck to start. Don't worry, because I've got the best Pool 2 deck for you next. But I should probably get to work on that soon. I should probably finish the first one. Probably actually do something. Dexter. Somebody better hit the like button. Gotta pee. I'm looking forward to. No.
The citadel
I have
stands
Obliterate. That's quite nice to pick up.
hope prevails.
Why is that Park Panther 3/3? He shuffled him in with Northshire Cleric. Northshire Farmer.
In life, man.
Where is that card? Is it still on the board?
Smell this.
Where the hell is it? Oh, because I closed it down and reopened it maybe. Like these attacks were done very inefficiently. Maybe I'm crazy. I'll watch them both. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Draw a bit better here. Still draw a bit better. Really draw anything else, huh?
Breathe it in.
All ends with death. I've got more left in me.
All's well that
I'll look for the video where you tell us how to make credits. I'm poor. Unfortunately, I don't think I don't think there's much you can do outside of doing your dailies and your weeklies. And then you can save for bundles. I mean, there are things you can do. Alright, I'm gonna make a video for that too.
I will not be merciful. I throw cards.
I can't kill him, huh? I just don't have enough cards to kill him.
Lord, for the Dark Lord.
Oh man. Tuesday. Mini set Tuesday.
Ready to fight.
I think I went to fatigue in like 3 games this run, played all my cards, and just couldn't contest half of people's decks. I don't think we rolled a very good day.
Of cards.
I will let him kill us, I guess. We'd get a sweet alt art for 700 gold. Your deck 60% card drop and 40% nothing. Yeah, basically. Basically. Druid decks never look like that. My Druid decks, like all the decks that beat you, it's just you roll 5 decks and your decks never look like them. And then on the 6th deck you get a powerful deck and you have some chance. It's just not fun. How do we get scammed? I gained 300 life from this Tenacious. He had an unending swarm, so you got to cast 6 cards for 1. That's really all you need. I mean, every Druid deck's the same once you get above like 2 wins. Sometimes before 2 wins too, right? What is up, Johns? Nice Tasney emotes. We'll just take a look at the rest of his cards, whatever they can show us. John's finally got his hello. Does he never get a hello from me?
Well played.
You are prepared.
Okay. Good timing though, I think, on Redbeard's part. I think because it's pee break time. A pee break for the pea brain. Hello? Okay, we could draft a hunter and it might be cool. Alright, let me put this. Okay.